So, we are going to have a bit of a tackle review. We're on what we're on, 2021?
No, we're not. We're pike fishing, Jay.
We're pike fishing while doing this. So if we have a sudden rush for the rods, you know. But anyway, no, we're very lucky that we get sent quite a few random bits of kit, don't we,
Yes.
to have a little play with.
Absolutely.
And we want to show you 3 quite special ones that we've had to play with for quite a while now, haven't we?
New year, isn't it, Jay?
It is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Non-sponsored or nothing like that. It's kit that our sponsors don't
We
make.
get the question asked quite a bit, you know, this gear and that gear, and we've got to be careful sometimes, obviously, you know, affiliation to our own sponsors. But obviously, gear like this that our sponsors don't do, we love it. It's brilliant, mate.
Isn't it? There's lots of stuff we can play with,
Yes,
isn't it?
definitely.
So, all good. But first up, I want to have a chat about is some WAGGLERS.
Wow.
Yeah, something a little bit different.
Yes.
I mean, my obsession for a long time has been pellet wagglery type WAGGLERS. But in the winter, so there's a couple of venues I fish, either Jacobs Lake, Blundell's, and it used to be here as well on Arena, that I was a big fan of, like, insert WAGGLERS fishing like pellets on deck, like little 6mm pellets, sometimes maggots and things like that. But
I remember it. It was like, remember that festival that you won? He always wins. It was like, I'm going back sort of 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
And he'd drawn a peg, folks, on Arena that is rubbish. Pegs 5 or 6, I think it was. It never ever wins from there. Usually want to be in the 20s. I'm like, gee, he's never winning this section from here. I hated him back then, folks. He's all right now. I tolerate him now. And he's like, he's never winning this section from there. And he comes back, he's had like 100 odd pound on the waggler. I'm like, no, only I fish a waggler on there. You can't fish a waggler on that. And you've caught him like that on the on the pellets, haven't you?
Yeah, on deck by the island.
It was amazing, mate.
It's the only way of fishing that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
At that distance.
Yeah.
I mean, and these little bad boys, not just for pellets. I mean, for a bit of everything, suit it perfectly for me. That's what I'm quite excited about using them. They come in 2 different types, obviously, a straight waggler and an insert waggler.
Yeah.
For me, I'm all about inserts.
Inserts, and there's 3 different types of
yes, I've got
inserts,
3 different. Man, I don't drop
look,
some.
they
I'm going
look
to ditch
so
some
good.
on your tray because we've got too many going on there.
Yeah, boy.
3 different inserts. Oh, I've done well there. I've got. No, I haven't.
You're on them, mate. You're on them.
I'm nearly on them. I've got wrong sizes, but 3 different inserts. Yeah. What were
It's
they?
like fishing a pole float bristle on a waggler, isn't it?
It's proper big, proper wagglers that you can see. But I've either got proper wagglers if it's towing through.
Yeah.
And I've got a big bait on, something a little bit lighter if I need to, or really, really fine. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1.5, but I might be wrong. I forgot. He did tell me, but I forgot.
Sorry, Phil.
Yeah, 3 different sizes. And what you've got as well is 3 different lengths of waggler. I mean, I've picked 2 of the same up there, but you've got your big ones, your medium ones, and your small wagglers as well. And what they let me do is change my waggler. It's the first float I've ever had that I can completely change without messing about with my rig.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and what it allows me, it gives me a little tub of love in it. It's got all my little brass discs in there.
This is the interesting bit. What you know, when Phil got in touch with us both, we couldn't understand how these would work, but it's so simple, isn't it?
Really,
Literally,
really straightforward, aren't they?
brass weights tooled up properly in China, and they fit just onto the brass insert on there, don't they?
Yes.
And
They've
then
all
you
got brass
put
stems, haven't they?
if you see the fine one is actually hollow.
Yes.
Yeah, you see that fine one's hollow because it needed to be 3mm. So you could get the brass inserts on top, the brass weights, and then you put your float, the silicone. Jay's expertly going to get out for you now, folks.
I'm more fingers and thumbs out.
You're on it, mate. And you're checking the floats are still there, Jay. You're all right.
I'm going first. I'm running if
Go
I
on,
go
mate.
on there.
Go ahead.
So all I need, if I get that one, what I can do, I can put my weights on.
Proper clever.
I mean, that's a great big boy. And then my silicone obviously slides over the top and locks it in place. I'm not going to slide that all the way up, but it locks everything in place. So it's all shotted. It means I need nothing down the line.
Absolutely.
Which I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah,
when
man.
I just want 2 or 3 number 10s down the line.
Especially for that style of carp fishing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? When they just want it coming in really, really slow. Just watching it from like mid-water, and it's just they'll be amazing. I can't wait to try them.
But say they allow you to swap. That's what I love, is that I can literally swap. It doesn't matter that one of the smaller ones takes less weight. I can just put whatever weights I want on there out me tub, whack my silicone back on, and I'm good to go. And I can just fix it with 2 float stops.
Definitely.
Or maybe a couple of number 8s.
Obviously, you know, from a carp F1 fishing perspective as well, but, you know, I love fishing for silvers, roach and skimmers and that. And should, you know, under conditions, basically, folks, if they changed it on the day, I could, you know, change the weights, obviously. If I wanted, you know, drag a bit more on the bottom, I could take one of the brass inserts off, put a lighter one on so I could, like, drag more line on the bottom and just get complete sensitivity from when I'm changing the floats as well. They look amazing.
They are. They're going to be.
Phil Alton
Tackle, we're done with them. If you want to have a little look at them, have a nose on his Facebook page. He's got all sorts of random bits of kit on there. But for me, the WAGGLERS, so they just replaced the old insert WAGGLERS. I mean, there's still a place for insert WAGGLERS when I need a bit of shot.
Yeah.
But when I don't, when I want almost no shot, just them couple of number 10s and my float to get out there on its own, but be versatile as well.
Yeah.
For me, that's what we're going with. So I'm quite impressed with.
Let's have a look at them,
Wagglers.
the straight ones as well, Jay. Just hold a few of them straight ones up as well, so we can see them. These folks, I think these would be perfect, even for like, you know, summer style pellet waggler fishing. I know
I'm not a fan of that, but
you're not. I love that style of fishing as well, but you know, river fishing as well. I think these will lend a hand to, like, you know, sort of pacey rivers, but also slower flowing rivers as well. Just where you want to put that little bit of shot down the line, so you're creating that tight line all the time. They'll be brilliant for that. Not so much sort of like delicate fishing, you know. Obviously that's where the inserts come in, but you know, I can't wait to try them.
Big pellet dragging a bit of line on the deck.
With that brass in the bottom, that they're just going to fly lovely and straight.
Yes, they do, ridiculous. I had a shot the other day.
Did you?
Like proper ridiculous.
Oh, mate, I can't wait to try them.
So they're the excitement. So Wagglers covered.
Yeah, Waggler covered.
What we're doing next?
Tackle. Let's get on to. Should we go on to these beauties here?
No, do that last because we got.
Are we doing that last?
Yeah, got
Plummets. Let's do Plummets. So these beautiful. I've had them quite a bit. You got some on, haven't you?
I have. The lovely bloke sent me some.
They're just like, they come in a few different sizes, 15 to about 40 grams. I'm saying.
He does 10.
Does he do 10 different sizes?
It's a chap called Mark Charnell. Again, you can get him on Facebook. And for me, they're just the perfect plummet.
And they're awesome for, like, you know, when I used to use them traditional sort of cork styly ones, and like you'd have a little bit of cork left at the end of the season, and like you try and find it, and then you put it in, and then you hook a go blunt, like be right. But this, obviously, with it being foam on the bottom, it's just never going to wear. And obviously 40 grams for the likes of, you know, plumbing up on rivers or deep venues or spat everywhere. Then I do apologise. And then obviously your lighter ones for, well, you know, just like your normal snake legs, or just like open
That
water
was
as
the
well.
selling point for me. They do. What he does is a 15 grammer. I don't know if you got one there. Is that little one 15 gram or 20?
I don't use 15 grammars, do you know what I mean? Oh, there's 15.
It's that 15 grammer.
Rich is going to zoom in on that one.
I like a light plummet, me.
Talk us through it. I thought you used heavy plummets. I thought you used on
Within
them bad
reason,
boys.
no,
Ledger bomb plummets.
never that heavy, no. 15 to 20. I used to use 20s all the time.
Yeah, I'm on 20.
But I'd rather have a 15, especially when I'm fishing now, when I'm fishing over silt. In the summer, you avoid it, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
In the winter, when I'm fishing over silt, because it would be maggots or whatever else, I want a light plummet with a big base, which is very hard to find. Yeah, finding one.
Is that so you can tell when it's plugging into the silt?
It just sits better. Yeah, I hate them little tiny narrow plummets.
Oh, yeah.
Because I believe they go in a lot easier.
And the ones that drop over and all that.
Yeah, for me, that's the only 15 grammer with a decent base. I mean, what we're going to say, 10p. 10p sort of diameter, isn't it? 10p, 2p, whatever. Yeah. It's the only one I can use. That's literally all I have. I have my 10s and my 15s here. There's my baby.
Yes, mate, I like that.
It's they're the best plummets in the world.
Just dead easy to put on as well.
I don't know if it was the same bloke.
Nice
I reckon he's the same bloke that used to make them for me. I think it's the same chap.
Cork on them ones?
They were the old cork ones.
Oh, right, okay.
I think it could. I could be wrong, but I reckon it's the same bloke, and he's just improved it with a sexier foam that lasts a lot longer.
Yeah, and it's this bit in it on some of the plummets that I've used in the past. You can't even get your blooming hook through it. I do use big hooks, folks. I do apologise, but you can't get your hooks through it. Whereas that, it's just nice and easy, isn't it?
Yeah, decent eye you can whiz it through.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a look at them, say Mark Charnell. So he's on Facebook he's got a Champions Feed logo on his Facebook page.
Ground bait, Champions Feed ground bait one.
Yes,
nice.
He's got that. So have a nose at him if you fancy some of what I think are the best plummets. I have loads. Everyone nicks these off me. All the people I have coaching nick these off me as well.
I may or may not have nicked one off him because I only used to have 120 and I seem to have two 20 grams now. So thank you very much, Jay.
All they ask to you is an ornament that stays on your tray.
And if you forget your ledger bomb, it could be used as a ledger bomb. I may or may not have done that as well. Right, on to these beauties. Obviously,
the best bit.
Yeah, Vulcan Sportswear. Oh, what can we say about them? So before we get on to these, which I'll show you in a sec, we want to say that they've now got the double XL size in the base layer. For Jay.
For me, somewhere.
Yeah, we both
Which layer is it? Is that the
right
one?
Yeah, that's the right one, mate. That's the right one. We'll be switching that beauty on in a bit, won't we?
We might not need to today. We're mobile today.
Yeah, I'm still going to put mine on. But yeah, amazing. And he's come up with now these beauties. Actual heated insoles.
I'll have to take them on my slippers.
They're so good. Absolutely amazing. So they go up to size, what we're saying, size 6 to 11, are they, Rich, something? I know they go up to size 11 max, and I'm a size 12, folks, and the 11s fit absolutely perfect. You know, the design for your foot, the posture is amazing on them. It takes probably 2 or 3 hours for them to settle in with the foam and everything, but once you've got settled in, you just don't even realise they're there. I've got mine on in here, and they're amazing.
Have you got yours on?
Oh, I've got mine on. Don't you worry about that.
They haven't got to be wellish yet. They're going in later.
Take three hours to charge from new, and then they've got the best thing about it. Where is it? They've got little babby, getting on this, Richard, little babby remote control. Okay, that comes down, you press that number 2 button, that goes on to like the medium setting, and then get it straight onto the number 1 setting, folks. You get like, I'm going to say 4 or 5 hours of proper high heat.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's burning. It is amazing.
It is lovely, and I've been suffering from that before Christmas. I was getting chilly feet, even with me posh ski techs on, and I've got 2 layers of socks, and I'm still just getting chilly toes. And now I don't. Or now I won't.
You don't at all. And that's the thing, obviously, we've talked about before, Jay, is concentration. And obviously, Vulcan Sportswear, the clothing that they do, and obviously the accessories, mate, it makes you concentrate so well, doesn't it?
So
it's
good.
just keeping you warm.
Without being pluggy as well, and do you know what I mean? We like showing a bit of kit and all that. We've got to use a couple of brands now, haven't we, of heated clothing. I promise, on my baby's life, this Vulcan stuff is a joke.
Yeah.
It's by far the best I've ever had to go with. My whole body's warm, my whole core's warm. Obviously, you can't do your arms and legs.
Yeah.
Everything's warm, and it keeps it nice.
It keeps you warm, and it keeps you concentrating, doesn't it?
It is. But the way I fit, it's not patches. I've had patches in the past.
Yeah.
Where just bits of me are warm. It's my whole core feels warm in them. It is the best heated clothing by a million mile.
You just got to get on them, folks. So Vulcan Sportswear, give them a try.
Yeah,
honestly,
cozy toes.
Just cozy everything, isn't it?
Need a hat next. Heated hat. Get him on that. That's the next thing we need. Heated hat.
He'd probably actually imagine that. That'd be ridiculous. I'd wear mine in the summer.
So yes, the 3 items of kit we've had a little play with. So if you're interested, have a little nose. They are all, for me, well worth having a play with.
100%.